All right, all right. Woo. All right, all right. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you had a great night. Hopefully you had a great night and you're ready for today's session. Let me know in the chat if you can see me, if you can hear, if you can see my screen, and if you can hear me clearly. Let me know. All right. Pas question. What you mean, pas question? You should be able to hear me, but I don't know. Well, everything should be fine, brother. Everything should be fine on my hand. Everything looks good on OBS and everything. Okay, so today is March 11, 2026, and we're gonna try to analyze the market to see if we can find some opportunity, and if we don't, we don't. If we don't, we don't. All right. So basically, I already talked about what I wanted to see today in the market. Okay. We talked about the first scenario, which was like see price manipulate the previous daily low and to go higher. We came very close to it, and just I don't like that, to be honest. And on NQ, we talked about two potential scenarios. All right, why we talked about the scenarios, it's because we had basically the current, when I was doing my analysis, we were below the daily open, and the high of day was not set. I couldn't consider the current high of day as a high that's been set. So basically, when the market does that, we know we are. The trading view is frozen. Let me just refresh it. Should be fine now. So yeah, like I was saying, we talked about the two scenarios. We talked about first, seeing price drive lower, build up liquidity, see price drive lower and manipulate inside of this area, or we trace a little bit lower to go higher and take the liquidity. But at the same time, since we were in a bonds context, two things can happen. We can create downside objective instead of upside objective and create an expansion. So that's basically what we are seeing right now. That's what we have on our screen right now. The market build up downside liquidity. We already had this downside objective, and the market came very close to it. Now all we want to see is a set of highs to drop lower and take this target. So we switch from the primary scenario to the secondary scenario. If you watch the breakdowns, you probably know what I'm talking about. Okay, if you watch the breakdowns, you probably know what I'm talking about. All right, so on NQ, that's what I'm looking for. On ES, check. On ES, we took the target, and then that's the target from yesterday's divergence where we took the trade. So basically, that's the current low resistance low we had, and then the market just react inside of this imbalance. Inside of this downside objective. Okay, you can see how price just react after the market took the low resistance low. Okay, why the market reacted like that is because right below these lows we have pending orders. Okay, we have pending orders, and it's okay to see price react like that. But can I consider these as potential low of the day? It might be potential low of the day, but I will not take a long if we don't react inside of the buy area. I will want to see price drop below these lows, right there, the previous daily low, and then move to the upside. And I feel good this morning. I don't drink coffee yet, but I feel good this morning. Best day of my life. I feel good this morning. Yo détresse chevem parce que chevem sonete c'est 2 semaines tressé. Et petit chevem libéré. Petit chevem libéré matin là. So oh man, feels good. I feel good this morning. All right. So now we are moving upside. We are moving above the daily open. Okay. With a high expansion right now. we can see our price moving to the upside massively, and we build up this target. All right, we build up these targets. Well, so now the question is where the market might potentially set the high of day. So we have the high of Asia right here, which is the current high of day. That might create a reaction, and if I'm not mistaken, we had a gap on the daily. That's basically where the market reacted yesterday. Let me try to see. Oh no, we don't have a gap right here. The gap, that's the gap. That's the gap. That was the gap, but we break it. All right, but we have this upside imbalance. We have this imbalance right there. So the best way or the best area to wait for potential manipulation, that will be above the previous daily high. Okay, if we can move to the upside and inside of this potential sell area and then create a divergence, which means seeing NQ moving to the upside and ES like stay below, and or ES just retrace to the IC candle we had in which time frame? Oh, we already traded to the IC candle, probably on a YM. Oh yeah, YM, we had this IC candle right there. Well, I'm waiting to see if YM will hold. I want to see if YM will hold its primary scenario in this area or potentially around there, okay, to go higher. Okay, so as of right now, I can't say the high is set, so I can't selling. Okay, I expect bearishness, but to accumulate to go higher. So when the market is doing that, the market is just building narrative, and then after that, we're gonna reverse and go take the liquidity, take the upside target. That's what I'm waiting for right now. That's what I'm waiting for right now. Yes, we're still there, and NQ moving to the upside. Let's see, bro. Current low of day is a target. Okay. Current low of day is a target on NQ. Okay. Current low of day on ES is a target too. Okay, because we had this low, we had this target. Okay. And then now the market came back, manipulated these targets. We react massively. And this candle, this new candle plus this low right there might be a target, in my opinion. Okay, might be a target, and then the market might just like move to the upside and leave this target for future reference to manipulate to drop lower, so or above the previous daily high to drop lower. So that will be our secondary scenario based on the market breakdown. If you watch the market breakdown, you probably know what I'm talking about. All right, so so now let's see and wait. We took the previous daily low. just watching. I like YM so far. I like this drop. And we are inside of our areas. So now we just gotta wait to see if price will. Remember in the breakdowns, I said that's gonna be my first potential area, but the retracement might be deeper than that because this expansion from Monday we had, the market does not create any retracement yet. Okay, I want to see a retracement, but at the same time, I want to see price hold this manipulation at least for today. Okay, we might break this manipulation probably tomorrow or next week, but as of right now, I want to see price hold this manipulation. So any retracement will be an idea for me to go higher and attack these targets. And if we can break these highs and keep going higher, we're gonna take these targets right there. But we are not here yet. All right, we're not trying to like calculate like 4 or 5 things in advance. Just one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay, it's very simple. Can you say the low is set? Can you say the high is set? That's the question. That's the question. Actually, we are below the daily open. I can say the high is set. I did not expect price to go above previous daily high during the session when I was doing my breakdowns before I went to bed. I did not expect price to go higher, but we didn't have any nice manipulation right there neither. So I'm just waiting to see. And now ES is building liquidity, which is a good sign. Which is a good sign. Okay. Which is a good sign. Now ES can just follow YM, come there, create a manipulation, and to go higher. Let's see. Let me check the comment real quick. Skadi je va mnen se chak le coach la met boni mbay. Donc aujourd'hui am do sell. Well, I'm just letting my hair breathe a little bit. Okay, because stylist li bright li bright on nouveau style 7 sa ou la. And then hier soir avant me dormir, font ti déposer style là à terre pour un petit temps. And then la retourner très bientôt. And bonnet I mette dans tête moi most of the time it's because of the weather, like the temperature. Sometimes it's too cold. And pour moun ki pa konnen, son ancien moun ki te fait bon cheveux. Alright. And them di ancien moun parce que m'pa vraiment ouais caractéristique ça ou encore, but still toujours kembe habitude de me lever le matin, quitter pied me chauffer, quitter tête me chauffer pour m'ba enrhumer. So that's why most of the time get bonnet dans tête, ouais. Le matin surtout. But this morning I feel good, man. I feel good and I'm like, well, it's il faut déposer le petit temps. YM is dropping. YM is dropping. Well, yes, YM is dropping right now, and we have our area of interest right there. It might go deeper to that. We have 47,017 as target. We might go deeper than that. I'm just watching. Okay, we had a nice day yesterday, right? We had a nice day yesterday, so today we should be patient right now. If the other two indices can't go lower below the previous daily low, I will probably trade YM today. If YM give me the confirmation, okay. If YM give me the confirmation, I will probably trade YM today. I'm watching under the chart right there. There is no confirmation yet. Yeah, we are waiting. We are very close to 10 p.m. So just put 10 p.m. I mean, not 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Well, we're just gonna have it right there. Just put it right there. Okay, and just put it 11 right there. So we're just gonna wait now. For 10 to give us like something. I think if we can make another drive lower and create another create a manipulation, that will be it. That's what I'm watching right now. Same thing on ES. If we can drop lower out of this buy area, let's put 10 right there on NQ. 11. So we're gonna have a new hourly open, and so right now YM is inside of our area, but we don't have any confirmation yet. And remember, I said that's my area of interest, but I can't ignore the fact that we can drop lower. Okay. I can't ignore this potential buy area, and I can't ignore the fact that we can go lower. Just to retrace the expansion we had on Monday. All right. But like I said, it's one thing at a time. Since we are inside of this buy area, we're gonna put our focus inside of the buy area. And if we break it, we will pay attention to other things. So now the main focus is to like see what's going on right there, because that might be a potential divergence since ES stay here, NQ stay here, YM is low. Let's see, bro. Sweet. That's the hourly open right now. It looks good. Yes, already moving to the upside. All right, I'm gonna buy it. YM. Don't just move, bro. Don't just move, bro. Don't do that. I think that's the move. Now we can close above this to create a nice C candle. 3 more minutes for the first 5 minutes to go. Having a reaction right now. Yes, already took the target. NQ2. So we potentially might have a bullish divergence right there to have a continuation higher, but let's see if we can have this inversion, or if we can have this IC candle. All right, well, we already have an IC candle right there. Okay, this up candle, this down candle before the retracement right there. All right, so if we can have this inversion and we can retrace to this inversion or retrace to the IC to go higher, I'm gonna like it. But meanwhile, you don't want to see manipulation. No? Don't want to see manipulation. Let's wait, bro. Let's wait. One more minute. Regardez, ça va passer dans comme ça. Dans une minute là, qui était là. Can we have? Now we can have a different. Can't consider this as a potential high set, bro. Yes, took the target, and NQ is still above the daily open, and well, we have a close of the hour, close of the 4 hour, close of the 15. We can see our price reacted inside of this M15 imbalance right there. Why I'm still the most interesting in my opinion. All right, first 5 minutes, I don't really like the way they close right now. I mean, we can see we still have the IC candle. I still see potential bullishness, but that's not a candle we want to see. Okay, but I still see bullishness. I still see price moving higher and take this target. Well, I might be wrong, but that's what I see. I still see bullishness. It's come back to this week. I still want to buy YM, guys. Despite of this downside candle, I still want to long YM. So now let's see if we can create a retracement, all right, and another expansion, that will be a better idea, because at this point we will have said we could say that, all right, the low has been set, okay, or the hourly low has been set, and we are moving to the upside. And if this candle just move to the upside and invert this imbalance, we're probably gonna have an inversion and just to keep going higher like that. So I don't see bearishness yet, but I don't like the first 5 minutes of the hour rejection like that. CM confirmé comme goat là tout bon. Bah, I don't like to call myself the goat. I just know that I'm confident in my analysis. Okay, like I said, that's my potential buy area. We can go deeper, but I can't say this high set right there. And at the same time, that's not what I want to see too short. All right, people can say, well, you have downside target, why would you don't just go to the downside? Well, I probably gonna wait. I would rather wait for price to drop, if price will drop, and create a manipulation inside of my buy area. I'm not gonna sell this. All right, if we're gonna drop lower eventually, right? Because right now I see potential bullish divergence. Okay, so NQ, the opening of the session, move to the upside, we retrace and we keep going higher. So of course this low is a target, right? Of course this low is a target, but I can't say the high is set yet. I can't say the high is set. Well, yes, we are having a reaction right now. I can't say the high is set. Well, I can't say the high is set yet. Yes, the low is a target, which means we are not ready. On ES, the market just moved to the upside and take the target, but I can't say the high is set yet, too short, and the low is a target. We are not ready. But YM looks better. YM looks better because YM create a reaction right now. Okay, YM create a reaction inside of this buy area, which might potentially set the low of the day and plus this target. So, and the fact that YM is below the previous daily low and the other two indices, they stay higher, none of them like take the previous daily low, that might be a potential bullish divergence. But in order to have the confirmation of a divergence, well, we're gonna use the hourly open. All right, so that was the first 5 minutes. So the last 5 minutes we dropped down. Okay, we dropped down and then we reacted of this IC. YM is always weird, bro. I don't know how people trade this asset, bro, every day. Even when it's the one that looks more interesting, is gonna give you a headache. It's gonna give you like some certain like some stuff like you don't understand really. But I'm gonna wait. And okay, it's big bearish candle, kind of like it. If we can reverse it, then I'm gonna like it if we reverse it right away, because that will create another IC candle, and at this point that will be the sign of strength to go higher. That's my vision. It's my vision right now. But the first 5 minutes, bro, it's kind of weird. What is that? What is that? First 15 minutes manipulate. Now the next 15 minutes doesn't look good, bro. All right. So I see two things right now. Reaction of this IC and to move higher. Aye. Reaction to move higher. Or we might have another manipulation to move higher. Because we are inside of my potential buy area. If we are inside of my potential buy area and the context remain the same, I'm not basically gonna trade in the opposite way until they destroy my area. If they destroy my area completely, no problem. You know, market just from bearish candle, sorry, on bearish candle, and we just break it massively. And well, all right, that's it. But until then, I gotta hold my context. Okay, I watch all of the two indices. I watch all of the two indices right now, and I'm probably not gonna touch ES, not gonna touch NQ. Like I told you, the strategy is simple. Can I say the low set? Can I say the high set? Can I go to this direction? It's yes or no. If it's a yes, okay. If it's a no, well, I'm not gonna touch it. All right. So the most interesting one right now is YM, and YM is not my friend. Okay. YM is that X that's gonna send you a message every 6 months. Okay. YM is just like your ex. You know, every 6 months, yo, what's up? But in reality, you know, it's not. you can't trade YM every single. Me personally, I don't like trading YM every single day. I don't want to trade YM every single day. It's just weird. Yeah, it's just weird. But today, well, it's the one that is more interesting as of right now. So, on doit faire avec. On n'a pas le choix. Hein. On n'a pas le choix. On doit faire avec. On doit faire avec. I like that. It's a new 15-minute candle. In 15 minutes, it's a rejection too. This is it, fam. Just gonna watch. Never got this inversion. Let me check the screen real quick. I have to keep refreshing everything, the OBS and everything, so the screen won't frozen anymore. So now if ER is gonna drop lower to come to the potential buy area, well, YM might drop lower to create another manipulation. Let me refresh. Let me refresh ES real quick. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit to see what's going on. Still don't have the retracement I want to see. We still don't have it. And well, we don't really have like imbalances on H4 right now to say, all right, that might hold price or something, either from bearish or from bullish. We don't have it. So now in 1 hour, well, we have this big 1 hour candle, which is like in collaboration with this 4 hour right there. And we have this hourly candle too that keep rejecting price. That's the current high of the day, and as you can see, that's what I'm talking about when I was saying when we are in low environment. Okay, that's basically what we can call low environment. You know, we were moving to the downside below the daily open, and then we move to the upside. Sorry, we break above it, and then we drop down below it. Well, we create a small manipulation right there. Okay, and then we move to the upside. We kind of break it, but not massively. So when the market is doing that around the daily open, well, you might find some opportunity, but not right now. Okay, so just a refresh on ES. So that was the hourly open right there. So there is no need to consider the hourly open because I'm not, there is no high or low of day that's been set. So just a refresh on ES and still nothing on my hands. Okay, unless we drop lower, but I don't want to see ES drop lower if I want to see YM respect the bullish divergence. All right, a refresh on NQ. NQ stay above the daily open. Okay, so we had this expansion and we still stay, and then the current low of day is a target. Okay, well, NQ is not that bad because if we can give us like a nice icy candle in M15 or 1 hour, it will be better if we have it on 1 hour. That's a big candle in 1 hour, so it's impossible to have an icy unless they break this up candle. So the current low of day is a target, but in reality, I'm not gonna take the chance to try to find if this is the high of the day, if this high of day will be set or will be hold for the entire day to drop lower. So right now, I see price leave these targets for future reference, unless they move inside of this area and show me sign of weakness to go lower. That's a refresh on NQ and a refresh on YM. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about YM, because we expected price to drop lower and then to create an expansion. We drop lower, but the expansion is not there yet. I'll buy this one. I'm 10:30 will say 10:30 will say what's gonna happen based on the hourly open, bro. If we're gonna consider this low, or if that's gonna be enough to move price higher. Well, that was just a refresh. So you have my point of view, you have my POV as they said, and yeah. Yep. That's what I have right now. And even if we drop lower, I'm gonna still expect another manipulation in this low. All right. What a price action. Well, sometimes that's how it's gonna be. Are we finally gonna have something? Some big move? All right, so now YM is dropping lower massively, so gonna wait. I'm not selling that. I'm not selling that. Actually, we are below previous daily low. There's no sell for me at all. It's just why I'm doing YM stuff. As my mentor will say. Let's see, boy. YM just drop. We never got this inversion. We never got this expansion. We stay inside of this imbalance and then we just drop lower. All right. Well. Watching. Watching. We are still below previous daily low on YM. I still have this potential buy area on ES. Just watching right now. Well, let's just erase that. NQ looks like he wants to set the high of day and create this 2 candle and to drop to retrace and go lower and take these targets. It's 10:26. Yeah, If NQ give me an entry, if NQ give me a retracement, I will take the short to go lower. I will take the short to go lower and take these targets. And at this point, we will have a bearish divergence right there. All right, don't just drop, bro. We have this imbalance. We have this inversion. Uh, let's see. Let's see if NQ has said, well, that looks good, my opinion. That looks good despite the big bullish candle we had. Okay. That looks good as potential high that's been set. And we have this imbalance right there on the M15 that the market is running to right now. And on M5, we already have different concepts, like we have this imbalance, we have this IC candle, we have this inversion and stuff right there. But if we're gonna take this short, we have to ignore completely what YM is doing. That's why sometimes you don't pay attention to YM. All right, gonna wait, guys. It's 10:30. All right, we come back to the New York Stock Exchange. How many points is that? It's a lot. 60. It's in 15 imbalance, still a hold price right there. We might drop lower, guys, but I'm not gonna take this trade. All right, that can be the high of the day, and we have this IC, we have this imbalance, we have this inversion. That might be a nice, well, if we just pass these lows of this candle, that might be a nice entry, and to keep going lower. Well, if you're gonna take that, I will suggest you to reduce your risk, my opinion. Like I said, if you're gonna take that, I would suggest you to reduce your risk. That's gonna be the target. I still, it's still weird for me. That's why I asked you to reduce your risk, because it's still weird for me. If you're gonna take it. And why I'm still inside of my buy area. And remember, I told you that we might have another manipulation inside of this buy area. We still there. We're still in my interest area. Like, there's no manipulation yet. We couldn't invert it, this one, and then we got a new imbalance M5 right there. So just wait and see. This imbalance still hold. That's why it's weird for me. My main priority is still YM, bro. And I hate days like that. I hate when I have to pay attention to YM, bro. Because YM is the weird asset. YM is so weird. I don't know how people trade YM, bro. Every day. I can guarantee I can do that every day. Waiting. We're waiting, bro. Feel like NQ is in the range with liquidity to the highs and lows. Yeah. All right. If we got this inversion, I'm buying YM, and I don't care. If we got this inversion, I'm buying YM, and fin bay li et puis aller sous fou parce que it's un bail comme ça lié. Alright, I'm buying YM, guys. See, YM remains the most interested one. Targets 47,000. $50 seconds. So we have the first try right there. Then we have the second try. So that's gonna be the manipulation. And if we can create this inversion and create this IC, if we can close above the green line. And no way YM is not moving to the upside. If we break this green line and YM is not moving to the upside, bro, today is just not the day. I'm just gonna close my stream and see you tomorrow. And see you tomorrow. All right. It's interesting. We just drop down, create another manipulation inside of this box, inside of our buy area, create that inversion. Now I want to see price higher, bro. I want to see price higher, man. If I'm wrong, but I want to see price higher. And first 30 minutes, we like create, set up the high of day, and then we, despite of this massive expansion, we can come back above the hourly open again. That's a great sign of manipulation. That's a great sign of reversal. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yo, know me, I don't care. I don't care. Okay. And if you get it right there, and your stop loss right there, and this target, it's 1 to 2 is gonna be somewhere here, but we have further targets, but they are very far away. They are very far away. All right. And again, remember the disclaimer. I know you're watching me to take trade. Please, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that I use in this stream is just for entertainment and education purposes. And I don't trade for people. I'm not giving signals. I'm not a signal provider. I'm just like streaming and taking trades in front of everybody, and sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong. that's what I'm doing. Okay, so whatever decision you're gonna take, it's gonna be on your own responsibility. All right, and today I decided to that's what I decided today. Forget these two clones, okay? Just like the medias, the way I ignore the medias, ignore these two things and just focus on YM. Focus on YM, bro. So now YM, I trade ESNQ every single day. I trade you like probably 2 times every 3 months. And I have 140 something people watching me YM. I have 140 something people watching me YM. So pour la grâce de Dieu, pour l'amour du ciel YM, at least font bagay utile au moins une fois dans vous. YM pas utile moun nan, non? Utile, pour une fois dans vous utile. YM. Blue 5 accounts. How can you blue 5 accounts? And I don't know. Well, you did one thing I know, you did not blow your account because of the market. Hey, I know you're gonna blame the market like Dave Hopper. No, you're not gonna do that. You've been watching me for a while now to know that the problem is not the market, the problem is our emotions. Okay. The problem is not the market, the problem is the way we see things. All right. The problem is not the market, the problem is the conviction you have on your strategy, you know, to see things like, all right, this might be good, but I'm not going to take it. And this one is great. I'm going to take it. And I don't care. It's 2 different things. Okay. It's 2 different things. I told you, like, if you're going to take this, like, reduce your risk, but I don't see it. I don't like it. The current half day might be a manipulation, yes, but it's not what I expected. It's not what I had on my game plan for today, and it doesn't look good neither. But I told you that I don't care. As soon as I have this inversion, I'm gonna take it. You see the difference? You see the difference? That's the difference. That's what makes some traders like great. Not say, you know, well, that's what makes some traders great, you know. And you're gonna think that, well, he's a magician or basically he doesn't tell us some stuff. No, I tell you everything. I tell you everything. That's just like yesterday, right? Just like yesterday, I'm like, well, people were saying like the high set, and I told you, well, I get that, since we have this manipulation right there and we want to go lower. Well, if you want to take it, but I don't see price moving lower, you know. And then we have this big expansion. Of course, we drop lower after that, you know. That's the kind of stuff you want. You need as a trader. That's a quality you need as a trader, you know, to understand in like which trades this is like the best or perfect, and which ones are like not the best one. Let me check this trading view real quick. We still don't have the best price action, to be honest. Okay. Even though we have 1, 2, 3 upside candle, I will feel better when we close above these highs right there. Okay, anything can happen. Okay, anything can happen until they break this high. So now we just break this candle. We have this potential IC candle in M15 where we might just retrace and then to keep going higher. Everything can happen, right? But again, I see this price action more interesting than NQ and ES today. Um, pas jouer la marché. I don't know. Sarah said I shorted NQ after the 10 a.m. manipulation and took TP below the daily open just in case it was going higher, even though we have downside target. So you're basically a scalper of like the highest level of scalping. You are a monster. Like you're a monster at scalping, you know. But keep going, keep pushing. I like that. I like that, Sarah. So 5 minutes candle is enough for Sarah, guys. So et ça Abdel fait TP donc it's well trade ça pour me from the from that swan anesthesia. I'm joking, but it's just like, you know, I'm going to the lower time frame to find entries, but I'm not a scalper, you know. Scalping, it's like 5 minutes is enough for you to have TP, and you just take it here, you in and out, you know, quick in and out. It's not bad. All right, I'm not like other people that's gonna tell you, well, it's bad, scalping is bad, day trading is bad, you gotta do swing. I've seen that on social media, and I'm like, bro, come on. I know people that's making a lot of money just doing scalping. 5 minutes and they are done. But they mastered this. Okay, just like Sarah, she mastered that. So now the thing is, you have to find something you master. Okay, you can't be like, today you are doing this, the next day you are doing that, the next day you are doing this. No, you gotta keep doing it every single day until you master it, you know. And I always tell you, any type of trading is good. If you're a scalper, go for it. If you're a day trader, go for it. If you're a swing trader, go for it. And you are a position trader that's gonna take like 3 or 4 trades in a year, go for it. We are all here to make money, not to be right or to show our ego, you know. And I'm proud of you, Sarah. Proud of you, Sarah. Sarah was very close to give up on trading. I don't know if you knew that. Sarah was very close to, well, she left actually. She quit. She quit 4 times and she wanted to come back. And she came back and she's killing. She's killing she's killing the market right now. She's killing the market right now. And Johnny, coach, un peu respect pour le travail ça fait dans la communauté. Thank you, brother. I mean, you are welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Yesterday was a green day. Yeah, yesterday was a yesterday was a green day. Yesterday was a green day, but this green day was definitely based on experience. Definitely based on experience. I'm reading the comments right now. Thank you. Today was not great. 25 minutes in the trade. We're not playing in 2026. Yes, girl. There is no time to play in 2026. You see, in 3 months, we have like president that got kidnapped, war, and everything. So we can't play in 2026. The time for playing was last year. Okay. or the year before that. But this year, there's no playing. All right. No time to complain, no time to do anything. You know, this is the year. It's not next year. It's not, well, of course, you have to have long-term objectives, but this year you can't be in like in and out, or you can't be like half half inside, half outside. No, not this year. Okay. Actually, last week, Sarah was taking trade and she was inside of the hospital. She was inside of the hospital and she was like the bed, and she was watching the stream and everything because she doesn't want to miss any day. That's type of people that's gonna get results, man. Okay. And même nous même qui en Haïti, qui a pris laptop nous pour aller dans cybercafé pi priant parce qu'il pas gen courant, parce qu'il pas gen internet, ou bien côté nous qu'on est bon internet. You're gonna have great results. Just keep pushing, keep going. Keep pushing, keep going. This wasn't meant to be easy. All right. This wasn't meant to be easy. Well, you can read price action easily, but you're gonna have other things to work on, patience, emotions, your presence in the market. All right. One of my students, actually, one of his goals this week is to be present in the market. Not to make money, not to trade, not to do anything, just to be in the market from 9 to 12. Just be in your screen. Some of you, that's your problem right now, and that should be your first objective before like passing challenges, before making payout. Right? Well, let me just be present. And when I say be present in the market, I'm not saying you are in the market and you're watching TikTok, you're in the market, you're watching Netflix, you're in the market, you like texting other people. No, be present, be in the moment, because some of you, that's your problem. Okay. I've seen recently somebody said, well, I can't concentrate, I can't be focused in the stream. That should be your number one goal. All right. Be present in the market. Well, you can be in front of your screen, but you're not present. Because if you can't focus, you're not there. So, yeah. And like I usually tell, it's not gonna be easy. I see on TikTok people telling you like, come into trading, you're gonna make it in 3 months, you're gonna make it in 6 months. I'm telling you, well, you might not believe in me. All of these people, they just want to sell their classes. They just want to sell their courses. All right. You cannot. Well, you can make a payout in 3 months. That does not mean you're going to make it in trading. Okay. Well, you complain about NQ. Well, like I said, I just closed my eyes on NQ and ES this morning. Well, they are my favorite ones. Okay. They are my favorite ones, but now it's probably the time to come back to my Toxic X. Okay, which is like NY. Okay. So it's probably the time to like give YM a chance, like, come on. I've seen the messages from YM, like asking for like forgiveness and everything. I keep rejecting her, and well, I give her a try this morning. So YM, like, come on YM. You came to my box, first reaction looks weird. Okay, and second reaction, nice manipulation, and now, bro, oh, not bro, like, girl, do something. Do something, bro. Do something. Why? I give you this chance. Don't mess it up. Like somebody said the hourly candle looks funny, and for real, bro. That looks funny. Wait. Why I don't see why I'm there? Some of the YM là. Yeah, I give YM a chance. Well, the last chance, YM, bro. The last chance. Like you've been saying, give me one more chance, one more chance. Well, one more chance. It is the time, bro. It is the time. It's the time right now. YM, it's the time. That's why I don't trade you. That's why I took trade like on YM probably once in a while. Like I was saying the other day, YM is the type of players you have on your team. You can't start with him because you know it's not a great player. But every time you like is coming from the bench, oh, it's like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and Ronaldinho. All of a sudden, like you have all of these players in one. So you can't start with YM. I can't start my day and thinking, oh, I'm gonna take a trade on YM, or YM gonna give me a great opportunity, or YM will be like, no, I have to come here, analyze NQ, analyze ES, analyze YM, and focus on NQ and ES first. And then after that, oh wow, okay, YM looks good today. Just like today. Just like today. All right, let me give it a chance. But that happens probably 3 times every 3 months. Most of the time I trade these two and this is. All right. Most of the time I trade these two and this is. Well, I'm joking, guys. Well, like I usually say, it's not the asset, it's just your vision. Okay, it's not the asset, it's just your vision, it's just the way you analyze the market, it's just your strategy and stuff, you know. So yeah. We have the new hourly open. YM is fearing tourists. Oh man, this guy. Tu se fearing tourists, on doit se laver même copilat. Laver même. Well, as of right now, we have a nice reaction inside of the potential buy area we had. Okay, and well, we had a nice reaction. We create this imbalance on M5. We create this imbalance, this inversion, and now the market is tracing. Well, I want to see price respect this inversion and this imbalance. Well, I don't want to see price coming below this low. Okay. If we come below this low, that would basically gonna be a stop loss. Okay. And I would just do other things. I have other things to do in. I have other things to do. Why am I think I don't have other things to do for the day, but I have other things to do. Little that hand and sweep means I'm done. Yeah, I was talking about a player. In the comments, people were they were comparing YM with a player. Like this player, bro, it's crazy. Oh, guys, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me 1 minute. All right. So Dekuyali, guys. I had something to do. So well, that will be it for today, guys. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. I'm gonna pay attention to YM to see what YM is going to do, and if we don't have it, we don't have it. And bon, the assets are out. These two indices, NQ and ES, well, I don't know what to say about them right now. They don't look interesting at all. So see you tomorrow. It's 11. I usually close the stream at 11. And see you tomorrow, same times, 9:30. And of course, we're gonna have the daily, we're gonna have the market breakdowns at 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning. We're gonna have the video. Well, not 8:30. It's between 8:30 to 9, because the time to do the videos and to process them to YouTube and to process them in the school and the Discord and everything, that takes some times. Okay, so I pinned the message of Sarah. I've been in the game since 2022. It's finally become rewarding this year. Feels like I was in college, but I know it's gonna be greater than a regular salary. Yep, and I'm proud of you, Sarah. So see you tomorrow. Ciao.